The opinions expressed on this program is not necessarily those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves who express it. While the Emily Pearl Show does take stances on individual issues, the show itself remains an entertainment platform. Free thought is a philosophy and not a policy.
All right, we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Can you get your volume down for me, Sybil? I think you
It's
always
down.
forget.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello.
No, I got it down.
Okay. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the show, everybody. All right. All right. Say hello, Sybil. Aren't you gonna say something?
Oh yeah, I was waiting for a little pause so I could jump in there. Welcome the whole world to the world famous Emily Pearl Show. I'm always happy to be here.
Okay, we're doing our greetings. We're doing our catch up. Go ahead and share the show, everybody. And I'm gonna try to scroll way down. I'm gonna start from the bottom of my list this time. Try to see if we can get some different people into the studio. I always start at the top. I'm gonna go way down to the bottom and invite some people in. See if we can get some different people into the show. But so while I'm inviting everybody into the show, why don't you just go ahead and say hello to everybody and let everybody know what you've been doing this week.
Well, hello everybody. I want to thank everyone for watching, and I really appreciate you. The show wouldn't be any fun if we did not have any of our friends tuning in. So we're always happy to have you, and we want to thank our sponsors as well. We'll mention them later, and we really appreciate all of our supporters. If you'd like to talk about your business or your talent, you might be a performer, or even your hobby, you can get in touch with Emily Pearls or me, Sybil Presley, and she can let you know how you can support us with by taking out a commercial. And Emily can help you with that if you do not have one prepared. So your message will get out all over the world, and we think that's just a wonderful opportunity for everybody. So we just love our fabulous Fridays, and I've just been busy relaxing, staying in touch with my family, and as much as I can, I try to get outdoors and walk around a little bit and get some of that vitamin D in my system.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I've been doing. And so keeping up things around the house. And the weirdest thing happened uh, to me. It's small, but how in the world can anybody lose a can opener? I've
Oh yeah,
I've
I've
had
had
this.
that.
I've had a big, it's a nice size can opener. I always keep it in the same drawer, and I think I've had it probably several years. And I went to open up a can of salmon yesterday or the day before and could not find that can opener. It is nowhere in this house. I wonder if an alien come in and just took it away just to be mischievous. So I
Yeah,
had to go.
they were out last night because
Well, I guess so. They sure got my can opener.
one broke my little turn switch on the lamp you gave me.
Oh, okay.
Broke the little turn switch. It was working fine. Went before I went to bed, and I went to turn it on. I think I don't know. It had to be sometime today, and because I didn't have it on last night. And wait a minute. I had it on. I went to turn it off. That's what it was. And the darn thing was broken. So I'm like, what in the world has happened here?
I know some strange, unexplained things happen. And I mean, this can opener is not a little scrawny can opener that you buy at Dollar Tree. It just, I liked it. It was a nice
One of
size.
those old fashioned ones, right?
And I don't know how old fashioned it was, but I don't know even where I bought it, but it's nice and sturdy. And I really enjoyed that. Usually I open up a can and then I will go back to the drawer that it came out of, and right then it goes in that drawer. I looked in every drawer of the kitchen, I looked at every place, and that is not there. So I had to go trot down the hall and knocked on this lady's door, and she had one of these Dollar Tree can openers. She just let me have that, and
Mm.
and I almost got a hernia trying to get a can opener with that thing because it wasn't smooth.
I know the first time I bought one, shoot, I tried to use it. And you know, with my Fred Sanford arthritis, doggone thing just popped in half. And that's
Wow.
you know, you were with me when we went to the Target, and I told you, I said, I've got to have me an electric can opener, remember?
I do remember that.
And we got one, and I got one, and I haven't had any trouble with that one since. You know, it's been working just
Yeah,
fine.
well, I'm gonna have to go get me another one. I can walk to Walgreens, but I don't think they carry can openers. I'll have to check it out. But anyway, I made me some homemade salmon patties,
Mm-hmm.
and they were delicious. I told you about several times about the one time I made salmon patties so bad the cat wouldn't even eat it. And
Hmm.
that's pretty bad when a cat won't eat tuna and salmon.
Where's
But
our ticker tape? Wait a minute, our ticker tape's not showing.
oh, yeah, I thought there was something strange.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
It's not ticker tape. Hi,
There we
Sandra.
go.
Yeah, the Emily Pearl
Okay.
Show.
All right, there
It's
we go.
it's potluck night and
Yeah, so
guest pop in night.
I guess it's I guess pop in night. That means that you can join us in the studio live. There's the link. You can join us on your device, and it's gonna put you into the green room when you come in and let me know, and then you can just pop on in and join us in the studio.
Well,
And
Sandra, you ought to pop in and see us sometime. She's
I
so
know,
faithful,
right? Yeah,
so faithful. Let us know what you've been up to.
yeah. This and so, hey Trisha's in. Happy birthday, Trisha.
Happy
I wa-
birthday again.
I'll
I sent
Trisha
yeah, I
turn
sent her a
turn.
greeting.
Was it
Oh,
23, Trisha?
oh
Wow,
wow,
how time flies. I met
that
Trisha.
is a wonderful age,
She
23.
was. I met her at 17. I believe she was 16 or 17,
Yeah, she just really moved on up
and she's been with her. But moved on up and what?
in her life. She just moved on up, from
We're talking about age.
But that's what I'm talking about.
and
She
you
moved
gonna
on up
say
in
she
her
just
age.
moved. Naturally, she gonna move on up in her age as long as she living.
That's why I'm
Where's
saying
your
she's moving on
brain?
up.
What?
It's there where it always is. She's 23, and last year she's 22, so she's just moving on up.
Well, I don't like that moving on up. Now, come on
No,
now.
to
No, but you gonna say
greater
it.
heights. There's nothing wrong
Can
with
you
moving on
say?
up.
Well, forget
Greater
about it.
heights, greater dreams, and she's a lot of fun.
Well, she's been with us since then. That's what I was getting around to. You just kept butting in
Well, I
with
really
those,
like Trisha.
with those tennis balls bouncing off the wall, cliches you throw in there. You're a tickle box in a box.
I wish I could find take a box. I'm gonna have to get you to laugh in a tape recorder so I can make me a laughing box out of it. I don't know how you do that, but they do have laughing boxes.
Now
They're
let's
hard to
not.
find now, though.
Oh, I remember that. So we've caught up. We done not caught up. This is the guest pop in link, y'all. If y'all
Mm-hmm.
want to pop into the studio with us tonight, we had a pop in guest. Hi, Barbara. Barbara, say hello, ladies. Barbara,
Hi.
Sybil supposedly had gotten with you about coming on the 901 show, and I know she has not. She has gone and found everybody but you. Haven't you,
I
Sybil?
guess. Well, maybe you'll have to invite her. I just
Mm-mm,
it just
mm-mm. You do the
disappeared from.
901, and I
Yeah,
do Friday night. So get in touch with Barbara.
I'll
Please
make.
hurry
I'll
up.
make. You know what? I'll make myself a little note. I got
Hmm.
sidetracked, Barbara, to be on the 901 show.
Exactly. Because I hadn't forgotten you. And
I did.
I said it on 2 shows, and Sybil did not write herself a note.
I just did now. See, I got proof. There it is.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Just make sure you follow through. I gotta get my fan on. My desk fan. These lights, studio lights are so hot. Ooh. Okay. So next we're gonna give y'all quick voting update for the 901 area code. Voting update. Early voting has taken place. And in some places, in some polls, they say they got long lines. I don't know. I just caught a bit of it on the news. And they did show some people. But like I said, y'all, whatever you got to do to get your vote in, if you got to take a lawn chair, blanket, a tent, whatever you have to do, take it so you can get your vote in. Do not let the long line discourage you. Go there expecting it a long line. That way, if you get there and there's a short one, you'll have a pleasant surprise. Now, me myself, I'm going to go next week. I'm trying to let the rush get out the way because I'm going to take my chair, but I really don't want to have to just sit on a long line if I don't have to. Y'all understand? And so the early voting in Tennessee goes through the 29th. The 29th will be your last day. Now, I thought that the polls were opening at 7 o'clock. That's what somebody said. Then when I heard it on the news, it was 8 o'clock. So I don't want y'all going there too early. And that's the last thing you want to do is show up 2 hours early, right? And then have to stand. Well, if you
Yeah.
show up 2 hours early, you wouldn't have to stand in line, that's for sure. But I'm not going to do that. But they say it's from 7 until, what did they say? 6, I believe.
Yeah, 6 p.m.
It's 6 p.m. Okay. Okay.
I thought
All
it
right.
went to. I thought it went to 7 p.m. Is what I thought.
On November the 3rd, they're going to open at 7 a.m. and be open
Just
until
7.
7
Okay.
p.m.
But I think the
But
early voting is 6 p.m. I believe.
they might be closing at 5 on early voting. I
Oh,
don't know. They
well,
have
I
put
guess
so
people have to
many
call.
restrictions. They have put so many restrictions every time we have a presidential election, especially red states, and Tennessee is a red state. to make it harder for people to vote. But y'all, in case y'all don't know, it's still applicable law where your employer is supposed to let you off early if you had not had a chance to vote by November 3rd. So you go ahead and see if you can arrange for that, especially if you have not been able to get off to do your early voting. So that is still an applicable law so that you can get there in time on November 3rd. Mm-hmm. Now, because I know this by working the polls, as long as you get your foot inside that door by 7 o'clock p.m., those voters have to stay there until you get to vote. Mm-hmm. I don't care if the line is inside, all around the building inside. They have to stay there. They cannot shut down those polls. And if they do shut them down, that's when they got that number for you to call to report it. They're not supposed to shut it down. Because once your foot is inside that door, by 7 p.m., they'll lock the door, and then everybody outside cannot come in. But everybody inside, by law, is supposed to be allowed the opportunity to vote. So be sure, I want y'all to know that, pass that information on, in case some of these smarty pantsy poll workers try to do that, because they be tired, because they have to get there at 6 o'clock in the morning. But they're getting paid to do this. They're not volunteering. They're getting paid to do this. And they signed up for this long hour job. Yeah, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 hours or whatever. They signed up for it. So they have to do it. That's the law. Okay? All right. I'm just letting y'all know. Oh, Barbara says she voted today. She says she only stayed in line about 30 minutes. Good for you, Barbara. Good. Yay. Excellent. Excellent. So Barbara is one step ahead of me. But I'm not gonna fail to go. I promise you that, Barbara. I promise you that. Because I always do early voting. I do not do the day of. And one reason why I never did the day of is because I used to work the polls, just say. I was one of the people that would sit at the table and look at your ID and that sort of thing. So, and I did that for like, 5, 6, 7 years. So I know a little bit about polls. So believe me when I tell you, well, as long as you get your foot inside that door by 7 o'clock, before they lock those doors, they have to stay. And after I got old, Barbara, that's why I stopped. My poor body is not able to take long hours like that. Not even sitting down. That's a long hours.
That's a long hours to have a mask on where you can't half breathe.
Oh, Lord, now, especially now when having to have and I have asthma and COPD, ain't no way in the world I could work it. Even if I wanted to. But anyhow, that's all that. So we got to take a little quick break. When we come back, we're going to do our potluck topic. Sybil, have you got a potluck topic ready for us when we come back?
I have one.
All right. I like that. All right, y'all, hang on a minute. We'll be right back. All right.
The Cupboard Restaurant in Memphis, Tennessee is world famous for some of the best food and Southern hospitality you'll ever find, and is a celebrity favorite. Open from 7 a.m. till 8 p.m. every day. The Cupboard Restaurant is located at 1400 Union Avenue, 1 block east of Cleveland, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Got a large group? Groups of any size are welcome, and catering is available. While you're there, pick up a copy of Charles Capala's world-famous cupboard cookbook. Check out their website at www.thecupboardrestaurant.com. That's The Cupboard Restaurant, 1400 Union, 901-276-8015. A proud sponsor of the Emily Pearl Show.
the 901 show. 901 show. The 901 show. Get on this hot night. The 901 show. It's the 901 show. The 901 show. The 901 show. The 901 show. Get on this hot night. The 901 show. Hot night. The 901 show. Hot night. It's the 901 show. It's the 901 show. The 901 show. Get on this hot night. The 901 show. It's the 901 show. It's the 901 show. Okay, we are back. Sybil is live in the studio. Wait a minute. Okay. Can you hear me now still, Sybil?
I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Somebody sent us an angry face. Guess they didn't like the music. I don't know if they didn't like the music of the commercial break. I told them they're gonna be all right. Bless them. God still loves them.
We like the music.
No, I said they didn't like it.
I said, but we like it. So.
I said they're gonna be all right. They know how to tune out the same way they tuned in.
Yeah,
right?
they can just ease on down the road.
All right, so what you got for us? It is time for potluck.
Well, okay. I'm gonna tell y'all a little story about Sarah Bell. And there's a flood that was on its way from a hurricane, forcing everyone in the town to evacuate. And the police showed up to Sarah Bell's house in a rowboat when the water started to rise. And Sarah Bell was stubborn, and she's one of these pious, super starchy, religious type people. And she decided she was not going to leave her home. She said, "The Lord's going to take care of me. He always has, and going to do it now. I'm not leaving my house." So the police told this woman, said, "Ma'am, you're going to have to leave this house. People will drown who refuse to leave their home." Mm-hmm. And Sarah Bell said, "Well, I ain't leaving. God has always helped me, and he's going to do it again." Mm-hmm. So the police rode away. And as the waters began to rise again, she went to the second story of her home. And another boat come by. And the captain yelled out, "Ma'am, you got to get in this boat or you're going to drown." And Sabre Bell said, no, God's helped me before. He's going to do it again. And the water rose even higher. This time she went to the top of the roof. A helicopter came and hovered over her head, and the pilot was on his loudspeaker. He said, please, come aboard, ma'am. You're going to drown. And the woman kept yelling. She sounded like a stuck record. God, God, God is going to save me. The waters rose higher, and after she got on the roof and everything, the helicopter flew to rescue other victims of the flood because they couldn't make her get on. She just wouldn't hold on to that rope and scoot up to the helicopter. Well, sure enough, poor old stubborn Sabre Bell drowned.
Oh my gosh.
Well, she went to heaven and she walked through the pearly gates. She asked God, why didn't you save me, Lord? And then God replied, I did try to save you. I sent 2 boats and a helicopter. So
well,
I shared that story to let people know that you don't never know what man of God is going to send help to you from time to time. So be prepared to be surprised sometime. You don't never know from whence comes your help as you pray for help. So do not close your door on your blessings. So that's my little tidbit tonight, my portion of potluck, and I hope that encouraged somebody out there in some way.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm kind of glad you kind of touched on that topic. Seems like we're thinking along the same lines, because I'm curious as to, you think about some things. Some people have all the money. Some people have, the rich, the millionaires and the billionaires, and they're not necessarily really good people. And so, you can't help, at least I can't help but wonder sometimes as to, and I myself, I'm poor. So I wonder, I sit down, I wonder why I think I consider myself to be a good person. And I wonder why that, whether or not God doesn't give certain people riches, silver, gold, billions and millions of dollars, because their treasures are laid up in heaven, and they give the other people the millions and billions of dollars because they have their treasures down here. And it's kind of a question, and I know that there's a scripture that goes that kind of explains it a bit, but it doesn't really just answer the question. And that is the scripture, about it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter heaven. You remember that scripture?
Yeah, it's in Matthew. And all this time I thought that it was referring to a camel going through an eye of a needle that you sew clothes with. But actually, the eye of the needle was a little archway that was way below the height of a camel, and it made it real difficult for him to get through that eye. So that was the eye of the needle they were referring to.
It was called the eye of the needle.
Right. It's not actually the kind that you thread and make a dress with, which I always thought. So,
no. That's why I said that it really doesn't answer the question.
Right.
But
it's why.
Yeah, a lot of people get that scripture mixed up, because I know I thought that that's exactly what it was relative about just a few months ago, actually, since I've been really studying scriptures. But it is a question, because I can remember all the old songs, old gospel songs about my treasures. I'm laying up my treasures. Laying up. There used to be this song called "Laying Up My Treasures."
Yeah.
The good deeds and walking the righteous path and following the 10 Commandments and doing unto others as you have them do unto you, and that sort of thing. So those are treasures that you're laying up, according to the scripture in heaven. But when it says that, why do you think that scripture says that about the
Then it's easier than a rich man getting to heaven. It doesn't mean that wealthy people don't make it to heaven. It just makes it harder because sometimes they get all wound up in their riches, and that's where their devotion and their passion goes, and they think they need God less sometime, and and then there's a borderline of enjoying yourself. It's your money, but you can step over into being selfish and greedy and get about 5 Rolls Royces instead of going down the street and paying somebody's light bill. And you have to be careful not to border on greedy. And you can have money as long as money don't have you.
Yeah, but millionaires and billionaires don't really see that. I mean, we hear of some of them, but we don't hear of all of them.
No, we don't.
Hey, Ernestine, how you doing?
Hi.
We normally don't talk biblical and scriptural stuff on the Friday night show, but it's just a philosophy, that sometimes need to be thought about. Because right now, so many people are going through becoming poor because of the COVID that may have had a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And they've been used to that, all of that money, all of their lives. And this is nothing like this has ever come along, the COVID, crisis, to take their money away, take their good job away, take their big mansion away that they were able to afford before they lost their high-paying job, or etc. And not only that, I saw the pictures of all those beautiful mansions burning out there in California. See what I'm saying? And they're supposed to have insurance, but you can't bill if it's still burning. You see what I'm saying? You can't.
Yeah.
How you gonna rebuild on barren land? You can't do that either. So these people are losing everything they had, and but then you have the poor, and I include myself as poor. I include myself in that number. Then you have the poor that have always had to wonder how we're gonna make ends meet. And we've had to do it so much all of our life that we have accepted it. So it doesn't, and it still bothers us, but it's not going to just devastate us like someone who is used to having millions of dollars and now all of a sudden they have nothing, And so when I put that into context, that's what sometimes I just turn off the TV, or if I put the TV on pause when I go to do something like in the kitchen. Sometimes I come back when I sit down, I don't even turn the TV back, take it off pause. I just start meditating on different philosophies and stuff. And so I was thinking about that earlier this evening. And I was like, all the poor, because the scripture said that there will always be poor among us. The poor will always be among us. So I'm like, okay, the poor among us, does the poor not have treasures because their treasures they're laying up their treasures in heaven? But then I thought about, no, it's some bad poor people too. It's some bad rich people. So I got to tossing that thing around in my mind, and I backed myself into a corner. I just have to be truthful. I was in a maze, so, and I'm still in a maze. I can't figure that thing out for nothing.
Well, so I have more questions than I do answers.
So let's hear some of your questions and your
What's the
thoughts because we're
well?
talking potluck and we need some more
Oh
time
yeah,
to
this is
go on the
potluck.
show.
You know, there's just a lot of things that I can't figure out, and so I just move on, and then sometime a period of time will come by, then I might take a look at a different point of view and think, that's possible. But I just have to move around in my circle, and what I understand, I do, and what I don't. And I just ask God to give me some wisdom to
But
know the difference.
I want you to converse with me right now on the
I
show
am.
like
I thought
no,
I
no, no.
was.
Stop. No, no. Stop butting in. I want you to converse with right now on what I'm talking about. Give me some thoughts. What about this
I
maze I'm in? You gave me one thought. You got some more. Think, think, think. Come on with it. Help me out.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't have anything in particular on my mind. It amazes me how believe it or not, how the Earth hangs out in a space and don't fall to the bottom. And thank God for gravity. But they just a lot of things, even in nature, I don't understand, or uh, spiritual things I may not understand, and so
Well, I know we don't understand it. We
I don't
just
have
accept.
anything in particular that I can um
I'm talking about the rich
bring it
people and the
up
poor people. Can you talk to me about that? Can you
about
help?
what.
I'm talking about the rich people and the poor people. I don't want to
That's
get
what I'm
off
saying.
topic.
I don't know what to say about that. They just got more money
Can
than the
you,
poor
if
people.
you just stop thinking, stop
Uh-huh.
talking and just think and come on
Yeah,
out and let's have a thinking conversation
yeah,
for our,
rich people and poor people.
for our audience.
You
Come on,
got
let's
it.
talk. Let's talk what we call extemporaneously, off the cuff.
Okay. All I know is some people have more money than others, and that's all I can tell you. That's it. Some people are rich, some's poor, and some's middle class. Some have better jobs, and some don't have jobs at all, and some's on Social Security. So that's all
We
I can tell.
already know that. What are
Well,
your
I know. I don't
thoughts?
have any questions about it.
No,
Just
what
some
are your
people are rich, some are
thoughts?
poor.
What are
That
your
is my thoughts.
thoughts?
That is my thoughts. Some people
That's
got
not a
it.
discussion. That's a fact. We all know that. We
I
want to
don't
know
know
what does Sybil think up here about whether or not the poor people have stored up their treasures in
Oh,
heaven
okay. Of course. The
and the rich people have not, or
Well, I
have
would
they,
know that
or have
some
they?
do.
Okay,
I said a while ago that we can't exclude all rich people not having not any treasures in heaven. We
that's
can't
right.
just
Come
put
on.
everybody in the same basket. That's how I feel.
Okay, good. That's what I want to know. I want to know how
I
you
thought I had
feel.
already said that.
No, you didn't say that. Yeah, I just yeah, you have to. I want
It's
you to
equal
get into the
opportunity on
conversation.
yeah, it's equal opportunity in your spirit and soul to uh you've got a choice to lay up treasures, and so dig in the word of God and see how you do it. I believe I'm putting my treasures up uh, continuously.
Yeah, yeah. That's all we can do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So sometimes we have to talk off the cuff because I want the
Hmm.
people to get to know us. After
Oh
we've been
yeah.
on the air for 6 or 7 years, they don't need to see a prepared show all the time.
Oh yeah.
They
Get
need to
intimate
see us.
with us.
They need to see us interact with just what we thinking up here off the cuff, not prepared, not prepared
Hmm.
answers, not prepared paper or nothing. Just be ourselves and let's
Yeah, and,
talk.
and
That's the,
we like to hear from the people out there too. So we got a little chat box. So chat away your opinion, or
I know,
pop on in as a guest, and then
I know.
you can let us know what you're
Now,
thinking,
in
and we
case
can
anybody
see.
want to come in, I'm gonna put this guest link up here again because we're talking um just any topic that you want to talk about, you
Right.
can
So Barbara and Sandra, one of y'all pop on in, or anybody.
pop into the studio. But the other thing is I'm watching I started watching this old movie Schindler's List. Have you ever watched that movie?
Oh yeah, that's a Jewish movie, isn't it? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Schindler's, the list of Jews on the list, and on Schindler's List is the ones that made it through.
Mm-hmm. But all of them didn't. And I
No.
think this movie gonna I don't know how long this movie is. I remember watching it when it first came out. Excuse me, and it's in black and white.
Hmm.
And I didn't I had forgotten it because it's been so many years. I think it came out like 2006 or something like that. But so it popped up while I was scrolling looking for something to watch. And I said, I think I'm gonna watch that, you know. And I when I was in college, I studied German. And the only reason why I chose German was because I'd already had, you had to have two foreign languages to graduate. You had to have 6 hours. And one course is only 3 hours. So you had to have 2 semesters of each foreign language. At least I did as an English major. And so I had taken Spanish. I couldn't learn Spanish. I could never get French. Could never learn how to really get my. I could never get my mouth and my jaw and my tongue right for that.
Oh, allez-vous, sans fou de conseil.
And what did you just say?
Do you speak French? Frequency Dutch or something?
What?
I don't know what I said, but it's French.
Voulez-vous penser?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I could
I,
say that.
I
Voulez-vous
learned that in
penser?
school.
That was
You,
all I did learn from French. I couldn't
and
get
you can
past
say you
that.
can sing Frere Jacques.
I can't sing that. You can sing it for the audience.
Frere Jacques, Frere Jacques, dormez-vous, dormez-vous, Salamanatina, Salamanatina, din dan dan, din dan dan.
So where is this accent? You got a southern accent singing a French song.
Well, I'm from South France.
Well, you got me on that one, my dear. No, okay, yeah, that was the only thing I did learn was parlez-vous français? You speak French, and I'm not gonna ask anybody that because if they answer, then they're gonna strike up a conversation.
Hmm.
That's and my German is really totally rusty because I don't ever look at it now, you know, after graduating. But if you want to ask somebody to they speak German, it's Sie sprechen Sie Deutsch.
Okay,
Deutsch, German is so
that's
Sie
frequency
sprechen
Dutch.
Sie Deutsch.
Hmm.
And I can say good morning, guten Morgen. And the only reason why I chose German was because there wasn't anything else left. So I go up and I sign up for it. Said, well, I'm knowing I'm gonna get a D in it, right? Girl, the stuff was so similar. A lot of the formulations of the sounds and
Hmm.
and the enunciations were so similar to English that I was getting B's and C's
Wow,
in
I know
German.
you shocked yourself.
I sure did. I got to where I liked it. And so it's like only two um, uh, African Americans in the class. You know, each time I saw because I took German one and German two, and I got a B in German one, I got a C in German two. Because as you get deeper in there, it gets harder. You would think it gets easier, but it doesn't because of the verb tenses and all. But yeah, because and so after I got through like my first 2 weeks because you have like this basic conversation. I say, okay, so like in English, we say good morning, right? Good
Hmm.
morning. And the German was like guten Morgen. I say
Hmm.
guten Morgen. Oh,
So,
I think I could do this. Guten Morgen. I say I think I can get a D in this class.
Well, all right. You did better than me. I never took German. I like Spanish.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I took 2 years of Spanish, but if you don't speak these languages
Yeah,
that are
you.
not your native tongue on a regular basis, now I refreshed myself when I was substitute teaching because we had some Hispanic and Latino students in Memphis City schools, right? Shelby County schools. When I taught for Memphis City schools. And so I refreshed myself so that I would be able to communicate with them. But and then when I taught daycare, I taught daycare too at a school. And so the director gave me, she wanted me to teach the children Spanish. So she created Spanish classes. She wanted me to teach it since I knew a little Spanish. And but anyway, I liked Spanish too. I know. And but I can remember when I took it in high school and college. But I can remember taking it in high school, we used to have so much fun. We had this Ricky Tate. I gotta call your name. We went to class together. He was a big football player, Melrose, Golden Wildcats. He's still living. I think he's a fireman now. He's my Facebook friend. But he was a classroom clown. Ricky, you know you was. I'm telling all for you. But he would come into class. He always ran his mouth, not in Spanish. And our teacher would not allow us to come into the classroom speaking English, right? If you came into the classrooms talking at all, she wanted you to come in talking Spanish, even among ourselves, as we settle down into our classroom seats, right? So that Ricky would come in talking everybody in English. And her name was Mrs. Savage. I'll never forget it. Almost every other morning, she have to holler at Ricky, Buster, Buster, Buster. And he said, what you call me? The first time she said that, he said, what you call me?
Well, I would have thought the same thing.
I mean, just be quiet. Basta. B-A-S-T-A.
Basta. It sounds like something else. I can sure understand that.
But it's really pronounced with a V. Vasta. Vasta.
Oh, Vasta.
Yeah.
Vasta.
Vasta. Yeah. Some Spanish words V, they spell with V, but they're pronounced with V. Like I didn't learn but one song, and I probably can't remember it now. It was about a boat song, some boats in Spanish. And I learned how to ask, what color is it? Que color.
Oh, okay. Que color.
Que color. Color.
Que color.
Yeah, what color is it?
Oh, okay.
And I used to know my colors, and then we all know how to count to 10, right? You know how to count to 10, right? You know how to count to 10?
Una, dos, tres. Tres is 6.
Watch me. Let the professional do it. Uno, dos, tres, cinco, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, nueve. Wait a minute. I got the 9 to forget. Hold on. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, diez.
Well, all right. Yay. One thing I never could comprehend in Spanish is when they roll the R's.
Yeah, you have to trill the R. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was saying my cocolor. You have to trill the R. the siete, like siete, a six is spelled S-I-E-T-E, siete. Tres,
Mhm.
tres, tres. Uno, dos, tres,
Tres.
tres. Not
Tres.
tres, not tres, it's tres, tres, tres,
Okay. Tickles the
tres,
roof of
tres,
my
tres.
tickles.
Like you're saying thread.
Yeah.
Tres,
Thread. Thread.
tres, tres, tres. Uno, dos, tres.
All right, if you say so.
Cuatro, cuatro. See,
Quattro.
a little, you gotta trill the tongue.
Yeah, true the time.
Cuatro,
Mhm.
cuatro, seis, siete, ocho, nueve. Uh-huh.
I like to hear little 2 or 3 year old children speak Spanish. It's so cute. You know, children. When I go see my family, my daughter-in-law is Spanish. You know, she
Uh-huh.
speaks Spanish and English.
Well,
But
you
I'm
should know a whole lot of Spanish.
well, no, I'm not with them all the time. Like you said, you need to pronounce these things day in and day out. She just like if
Yeah,
she's
that's
on the
true.
phone or something, she'll speak Spanish, but she talks English to
Yeah,
everybody else.
yeah,
It's not enough
yeah.
for me to pick up a lot.
When you stay 2 weeks, Sybil, I would learn a whole lot in 2 weeks when
She
you
don't
down there.
speak. She does not speak Spanish the whole 2 weeks. Only like if she's on her phone talking to somebody, or if her daughter, if one of her relatives pops over or something. It's not continuous. It's
How does your
pretty much
son
English. Hmm.
speak Spanish well?
What is it?
Does your son speak Spanish well?
No, she's the
No.
only one in the whole family, and then her relatives speak
Mm.
Spanish.
Okay. All right.
So she's mostly English, but she's very fluent in Spanish.
Ah, of course. That's her native tongue. So anyway, I'm watching this movie, and and the you just don't know, it's a part of history. And they are two, that one, that um uh tragedy, historic, awful time in history, also compared with the awful time of slavery. And it's good that they keep these old movies on. And I mean, yeah, I know it's hate filled, but a lot of the modern children of today, if their parents allow them, they would be able to really go and see a much truer depiction of how it really was. Because in this modern day and time, they've kind of cleaned it up a little bit. They cleaned it up a lot. And I just think it needs to be told. The facts, the real facts, just need to be told. And I said all that to say this, and this is what this movie shows, along with Sophie's Choice. Have you ever seen the movie Sophie's
I've
Choice?
seen that.
Hmm. Well, I did my thesis, my English thesis, um, with the comparison and connecting similar things between the story, because these are books. These are books before they were movies, y'all,
Hmm.
audience, and literature. And I did my thesis on selfish choice, the connection between some of the themes in them and Toni Morrison's Beloved. Because and selfish choice, she had that child. Her child was taken from her, and as she was separated from her child on the train when they were putting them on a boxcar to Germany when she got there, because I think she was from Poland. And then in Toni Morrison's Beloved, um, this lady, the character, actually killed her child herself, and the ghost of the child came back to haunt her. But in both that was one of the instances where they were similar, because they both lost their child that they loved the most. even though Sophie only had one child, but this particular character, she had killed her daughter. I think she killed two of her kids. They stopped her before she killed three. It was a true story. Toni Morrison's beloved. Was that the one that was true?
I don't remember that part. If it's true, or I think it was supposed to be a true story. I
Yeah,
believe it.
I think that she based it on the true story. Because there was this woman. It was a true story about this woman, slave woman that actually did kill her children to keep them from being slaves. Yeah, that's what she based it on. That was
Yeah.
beloved. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I had to think back. That's so long since I didn't done that. Anyway, I got an A.
You know what? Not only are you smart, you're intelligent too. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
really,
Who's
really
that used
proud
to
of
say
you
that? Who's that?
for getting.
Oh yeah. I give
Yeah,
myself credit. Oh
you know,
yeah.
to know, learn a language
I'm
like
not
that,
gonna deny that.
that's a high grade.
Yeah. Um, but German is present still today, and a lot of the English words in law and in medicine.
Oh, I didn't know
Actually,
that part.
oh yeah, still in law and in medicine, you will still find a lot of German words, German vocabulary that is
Oh,
used. Mhm. Well, sum up the show because it's time for us to go.
hey, we had so much fun. Time just flew right on by.
Yeah, but it is time for us to go. Let me see. Get it on up here. All right, Sybil.
Well, I
All
just think
right,
we had
Sybil.
a wonderful time together, and I hope people that tune in got to know me and Emily just a little bit better. And
Oh,
we,
wait. The contest.
I
All right.
almost forgot about that. Yes,
Yeah.
we got to
Okay.
talk about. We have to talk about the contest now.
Let me play the commercial, and I'm gonna give y'all clue. Okay. All right. I almost forgot. I didn't. Thank goodness I didn't
I
forget.
did
Whoa.
forget.
Extra, extra, extra. Hear all about it. About what?
Haven't you heard? Heard about what? The big contest. What contest?
The Emily Pearl Show is having a trivia contest about M. Pearls, that movie.
Oh, I saw that. It was awesome. How do I participate? When does the contest start? It's already started. The trivia questions will be posted on December the 1st. So just answer the questions correctly, and you can win one of 3 prizes. Details of the prizes will be posted with the trivia questions survey on December 1st. Awesome! Yeah, awesome. I'm going to tell all my friends today. Me too. So tell everyone today. Plus, they can watch the movie so they will have a better chance at winning.
So how can they watch?
Just watch the Emily Pearl Show on Facebook Live on Friday nights at 7 o'clock p.m. for clues and answers.
So tell everyone today. Plus, they can watch the movie so they will have a better chance at winning.
Where can they watch it? It's streaming online now at www.pantaflix.com. PANTAFLIX.com. Sign up free with Pantaflix.com streaming platform. Then look for the M Pearls movie and watch it. So don't forget to tell everybody, I'm already on it. All right. We're back. Yeah, I almost forgot. I got to start putting that on the agenda so that I don't
Yeah.
forget it. Mm-hmm.
Well, we had so much fun talking
Hey,
about
wait.
everything. I
Yeah,
forgot it myself.
that's true. Let me give the question before you make me forget that. So, okay, the question, wait a minute. This is the answer. This is the answer because the question will be centered around this answer. Okay, y'all got your pen. Y'all got your pen. Okay. I'm writing the answer. Okay. The relationship between the prosecuting attorney and M. Pearls was old law school best friends. The relationship between the prosecuting attorney and M. Pearls was that they were old law school best friends, or they were best friends at law school together, some kind of way like that. Okay. All right. So apparently, the question will be, what was the relationship between the prosecuting attorney and M. Pearls? They were best friends at law school. You can put it as simply. I mean, this will be, all the answers will be multiple choice. So you won't have to do any writing or essays or anything. So there will be the correct answer in there for you to select from the 10 questions, okay? So that was our 4th round of answers. This will go through the end of November, and then on December the 1st, survey questionnaire will be put out there where you'll be able to enter the contest. All right, Sybil, so now you can do your closing summary.
Okay. Oh, I just love contests. But we had a wonderful chit chat tonight, and thanks everyone for tuning in. And we'll see you next Friday. We're going to have a special guest next Friday. He's a friend of mine, Cairo Queen. So y'all stay in tune for that. And she will be discussing audio press releases for business owners, entertainers, and anyone that wants one. It's very unique. So y'all make sure you tune in next Friday to Cairo Queen.
All right, then. Do we have a guest star the 901 show for Tuesday night?
Well, I'm supposed to call up Barbara and find out if she's available.
Oh, I thought you already had one scheduled.
No.
I thought you told me somebody was. Oh, Friday night. That's the 23rd.
That's
that
Cairo Queen.
Oh, okay.
Next Friday. That's
All right,
that's why I said next Friday for Cairo Queen. But we're open on the 901 show, so I'll have to find out if Barbara has her schedule open so she can join us and talk about what she wants to talk about.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I want to talk about. She's a awesome entertainer, y'all.
Yes, she is.
Jazz singer. She has her own show on Channel 17, Comcast Cable, and she's been.
She'll sing Tuesday for us.
She's been our friend for some years, yeah. But even if she can't sing, we can always play whatever it is that she wants us to play. We've done that. We had she was supposed to be a guest on our show before, but she had technical difficulties on her end, so we did play 2 of her songs so that people.
Yeah, they were wonderful songs. Great talent.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so hopefully, even if she can't do it, Barbara, if you can't do it that Tuesday, just whatever Tuesday
pick out a Tuesday
available, just let Sybil know. Okay.
I'll try to call you tomorrow.
Okay, then. Well, sounds like that's going to be a wrap. And so we want to
Uh-huh.
thank everybody again, especially you, our audience. We love you, but God loves you more. So, to all of my pearls in the listening audience tonight, a pearl is defined as a precious thing. It is the finest example of something special. So it doesn't matter whether you are rich or poor. You, my pearls, are a precious thing. You are the finest example of someone special. All right. And as we say around here in the Emily Pearl studio, listen, don't hate them, because when people hate us, we just say, you're going to be all right. Bless you. So don't hate them. Congratulate them. And if you deem it and mean it, I promise you, my pearls, everything good that you do will what, Sybil?
Come back to you.
And indeed it will. And that is our time. And if God, the Lord, say the same, we will see. What did I just hide? I thought I was hiding us. I got to go back and
No,
get out.
I was saying both of us.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was hiding. Okay. And if the Lord say the same, we'll see y'all next week. Good night.
Good night. Sweet dreams.